This is an Rim Sabers XL Vertical 3D printed saber stand, and as a disclaimer, Rim Sabers did send me this stand for free in order to review, so thank you very much for that, Rim Sabers, and I will link to their Etsy store below. So this stand is called XL, you guys, because it's designed for larger lightsaber hilts, so kind of like crossguard sabers, Graflex, maybe some of the larger Ultra Sabers lightsaber hilts, that type of thing. If you do have any doubt about your saber being compatible with this stand, I do recommend reaching out to Rim Sabers, contacting them and asking them if your saber will fit. But it is a pretty generous stand in terms of size, so it's 9 inches deep at the base, it's 3.5 inches wide, and then 7.5 inches tall. And you can see that it's relatively thick. The plastic is relatively thick in a lot of places to provide some support, and it does have a pretty good base to it as well. So how the stand works is you put your pommel of your hilt right about there and kind of prop it up here. I will demo that at the end, but let's kind of take a little closer look. So in the front we have kind of this logo right here. The rear of the stand, you have some holes, 3 on either side, and then kind of this slit in the back. And that's really about it design-wise. So this is 3D printed, so you can kind of see the lines of the filament. So I know some people like to sand 3D printed things down. You are able to do that if you want, or you can just leave it this way too. And you're also able to paint this if you want, so you can really customize this stand if you like. And this is the black version of the stand. Rim Sabers also offers a dry brush silver and dry brush gold version too. So that's pretty much it for the stand itself. Now let's kind of check it out. Let's demo it with a few sabers. So I've selected a few larger kind of Ultra Sabers lightsabers. This is the Guardian. It's a pretty big saber, and let's see. Okay, there we go. Kind of get that in frame a little bit. It works pretty well. It seems pretty stable as well. So that's just kind of how it looks with this saber. And then now here's kind of an odd shaped one. This is kind of a good trial. This is a Dark Mantis from Ultra Sabers. And it has that curve to it, but I'm able to kind of rest the curved portion of the hilt against the back of the stand. So that works out pretty well too. And you guys, I was even able to get the Kylo Ren Force FX, the Black Series saber to work with this. Even though it has blades on it, the balance point was such that I could kind of use the stand for that. So that was something I wasn't expecting. I think this stand is primarily intended for the hilt only, but maybe depending on the balance point of the hilt with the blades, you may be able to, you know, use a full lightsaber with the stand too, but it really depends on the balance point, you guys. I tried this out with certain other sabers and it kind of hit it funny. So anyway, I did think it was kind of neat that this saber worked with that though. So that's pretty much this stand, you guys. It's a nice stand for larger hilts, although you can use it for kind of standard size hilts and smaller hilts too. So here's kind of a more standard size hilt. That's a Saber Forge hilt. And you can see that works. The one thing you'll run into with kind of the smaller, the standard size hilts is maybe the pommel can go through the bottom. That shouldn't be too big of a deal if you have this like on a table or a shelf though. So you can see it still looks pretty darn good that way. But anyway, you guys, I think that's about it. Rim Sabers XL Vertical 3D printed saber stand. And they do have a similar kind of smaller or regular size stand too, if you don't need the XL one. So that's another thing to consider. But that's it for now.